y'all, I look a mess right now. Hair not done. Y'all don't even want to know what it looked like underneath here. I don't care. Today is no makeup, no none of that today. I'm just letting my edges breathe. And I went to the gym today. I went swimming today too. No, I didn't go swimming today because they didn't let me. I don't know. They had a break in the pool, but I did work out. I'm so proud of myself. I worked out. I got a 30-minute cardio in, running on that treadmill. Then I got in the sauna, so that was really fun. So he should have been there for that. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. I know a lot of wives or ex-wives or mothers are not going to say what they really want to say, but I'm going to tell you today that my ex-husband, my daughter's father, should have been there for this today. So today we had to go because I decided to allow one what's it called, vaccine to be done. This one didn't have all of the mixes. It's one of the old vaccines or whatever. So I decided just to go ahead and get that one out the way. And then I'm going to see the reaction and just see how things go with that. But I'm going to tell you something. Symphony is freaking terrified of the damn, excuse me, y'all. Excuse my mouth. Of the doctor. I mean, Symphony likes to run and have her own freedom, and I'm like, come here. But as soon as we hit the door, as soon as we hit the corner, she said, wait a minute, this place looks familiar. Oh, mama, pick me up real quick. Hold up. And I'm like, oh snap, she remembers. So we go inside of the daggone doctor's office, right? I'm like, Lord, please. I'm dreading the whole shots. I'm dreading it, you know. And as soon as the doctor comes in, and he was there when she was born. Like, he showed up at the hospital. And I remember when she was a newborn, and he wanted to check her. Her dad had her and was like, hold on. And was singing to her while he was checking her. Y'all, there's certain things that even a mother, it's just when you hear your child screaming to the top of your lungs, you ready. Look, I was ready to elbow the doctor, slam down the daggone nurse. I kept telling them, I need y'all to hurry up. So anyway, let me get back. So as soon as he comes in there, you know, they had to take her weight. She's already crying and everything because I took her shoes off, but I'm right there. I mean, Symphony's she's going into so many emotions here. She's trying to pull out the boob for some milk. She's crying and screaming. I'm like, oh my gosh, they didn't even bring out the shot yet. So if she's going like this, gosh, you know, so I'm sitting up here trying to put my brave mom on. And so anyway, so she's screaming because as soon as Dr. Kenneth walked in, oh Lord, she really started screaming. She saw them gloves, she went off. I'm like, oh my gosh. So he's like, well, I'm gonna go prepare the shot. I'm like, look, so they walk in with this metal thing, and inside of this metal thing, they got their gloves, and Symphony is screaming. And y'all already know I'm not with the whole vaccine thing. I can't find a doctor that, you know, really doesn't do vaccinations. And so I decided that, yeah, I'm gonna go here because the place that I go at, they could refuse to see you if you don't get vaccinated. So when Symphony gets sick, I need a doctor. You know, I need a pediatrician that's gonna see my baby. So anywho, y'all, please, like I said, I'm not doing no makeup. This is natural as it comes. Oh, they got Burlington Coat Factory over there. Sophie, so what do you think? I should go over there to see if they have a thing. Yeah, you know what? Since we already over here, that's going shop. Oh yeah, and I gotta give y'all a praise report. So anywho, so they coming in with this metal thing, and Symphony's really going off. And so the lady comes in. I'm like, I need y'all to do this fast. So what I did was, he wanted me to lay her on her back. Now she's really snotting and going crazy, and I gotta hold her hands down, and I have to kind of like put my weight on her, hold her hands down so she don't see what's going on. And I turned behind and I said, I need y'all to do this quick. I need y'all to hurry up, like hurry up and give it a shot, like hurry up. because it was getting to my nerves. And I was just really upset because she's screaming, and I'm like, this is when her father should have been there. He needs to be, like, that's the thing. And I'm not talking about me and him. I understand that we're through. But certain things like that, that's when you just, like, you need, I don't know. No, I do know. You know, a lot of mothers, a lot of single mothers aren't going to say that, you know, when you're hearing your child scream to the top of their lungs, it does something to you too. You know, so you're just like, I'm looking like somebody I'm about to start elbowing a couple of people. Like, you know, forget this shot. Like, I was 2 seconds to saying, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not, because it just started to, it just started to mess with me. And, you know, you got a lot of single mothers out there and single fathers, you know. But that was one of those things where I felt like her dad needed to be there for that. Just like when she went to the dentist and she's screaming and crying. I know you're not just waltzing in the street like you want a daggone, hold on, y'all. Y'all see this thing taking its time? These some spoiled birds around here. I'm sorry, sis, I didn't see that. But, you know, a lot of people could be like, well, you know what, Mona? It's okay because this and the third. No, her dad should have been there. He should have been right up there witnessing your daughter screaming to the top of her lungs. And you should have been right there saying it's going to be okay. You know, and I'm not going to sit up here and act like a mom is supposed to take 100% of every single thing in your kid's life, including the emotional side of it, because that's hurtful to hear your child up there screaming to the top of their lungs. You know, regardless if the parents are not going to be there, this is, you know, for one parent to just take that in, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, I'm just venting to y'all. But he should have been there. He should have been there. Her screaming like that. And for the fathers that have not been there for their kids or chose not to be there for their children, you don't know when your baby has to go get one of those vaccine shots or a shot or get hurt or something, and mom is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. You don't know what she has to put up with. You know, already she could be tired, but then to hear her child screaming like that, immediately I just was like, he should have been here. And I know in the past I used to get upset, like if she fell down and hurt herself, I'll be blaming it on her father. But this situation, her dad should have been there. Isn't that right? See, I was screaming to the top of my lungs. Say, yeah, see, I was screaming to the top of my lungs, and they gave me a Band-Aid. But I hate that, man. I hate that. And just like when she had to go to the dentist and what they had to do to her tooth, man, I'm all shaking, and she's screaming and screaming and screaming, and I'm like, her dad should have been there. Her father should have been there. He should have been there. And I know people are like, well, you know, you really, he should have been there. She's gotten real big, so sweet. Yeah, he should have been there. See, I had a boo-boo today. Hopefully she don't know when. I'm sure she felt that needle. Could you imagine your child just screaming to the top of their lungs before the horror begins? And you know they're going to bring out this huge needle and inject my baby with this mess. And I got to sit up here and hold her down and listen to a scream of her hitting a high note like never before. You know, you're so used to hearing your baby cry when they want something, when they whine, or they hurt themselves a little bit. But this was a different type of scream. That was a type of scream that her father needed to be there for that too. He needed to console his daughter too. That is just, you know, and I know that there's more to come. You know, I know that there's more to come, but you know, that was one that I think both parents need to be. Even a single father that's sitting up here taking care of your kids, the mama, you got to understand when that child is going through something and crying like that. One parent shouldn't always and turn around and isn't. One parent should not always deal with that. You see what I'm saying? Support doesn't just come with a check or just making a baby. That was one of those things where it was just like, you know, you got the other parent to be like, look, I can't. You go on, Dad, do your thing. You're like, this is but you gotta. But when there's only one parent, you have no choice but to put. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at them like, hurry it up. Y'all should have seen me. I turned around like, make this fast. They was like, okay. And I had to thank the nurse for like really being very quick about it, because I don't know about her pediatrician. He was taking his precious time. I'm like, this baby is crying here. My daughter's, you know, some kids will black out from being traumatized. So y'all was almost like that. Very dramatic. You want mommy to open your juice? Yes. He made sure too. I'm thinking to myself, he made sure that we put down another month to come back for another vaccine. I'm like, I don't know about this. Yeah, but he should have been there for that. He should have been there for that. I'm gonna start sending emails. Your daughter's getting a vaccination today. Do you want to come and support her? This is crazy. Whew. You know, like, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I mean, have you ever, I know some of y'all married, some of y'all raising families together, and that's cool. But for the single parents that had to endure this all by yourself, including, sorry, Poodle Whoops, including the emotional, don't spill it on you now. Tails. Oh, you got it all on you, Tails. Yeah, but that was just like really like, and I you know how you just turning around and you just trying to, oh my gosh. One time when she had a vaccine, my mother was there. You know, my mother was like, tell her so, talk to her mom and say, you know, when she started screaming, I'm singing A B C D E, and she calmed down. When the equipment, she was like, forget them ABCs, Mom, get me out of here. And she was screaming. No mama want to hear that, even if it is a vaccine. Both parents need to be there. Like, both parents need to be involved in stuff like that, especially when it comes to that child going through. Because while he's sitting here fiddling his thumbs or doing whatever he's doing, on the other end, your baby's screaming to the top of her lungs and need to be comforted. And yes, her mom is here, but she has a dad too. So immediately when that was going on, I was just like, he need to be here. He should have been here. Even when she went to the dentist and she was screaming at the top of her lungs, I was like, he should have been here. He should have been here for this, for the support, to tell his daughter it's going to be okay. Now, some people, for anyone who says, no, he shouldn't, why shouldn't he? It's his child. It's his child. She has a dad and a mom. And some things, one parent, yes, they have no choice but to go through it, but it helps when it's another parent. Even if you're not together, it helps because both of you know, this is our child. This is what we created. This is all about her. But, that was just too much. Y'all gotta calm my nerves down. I need some coffee. Symphony fine now, but I'm like, Lord, whew. I'm telling you, I was about to be like, I need y'all to back away from my daughter. Symphony, what you do with your drinks? What you do with your juice? You didn't toss it, did you? You sure did. And this is the reason why Mommy likes to wait before you get your snacks. Yeah, but it's certain things. I'm sorry. Hold on. I cannot see. I'm gonna try to see what you just said. How do I go back to see what people say? Kids can sense when you're stressed. It normally goes off of the reaction of adult. Try to stay calm next time and she'll be calm. Oh, I was calm. I wasn't screaming. I held her down like this and was like, oh, you know, and then I'm turning around, hurry up, because she's kirking off and she's screaming. But that's not, you know, there's no mom manual for that. You know, when your kid is screaming at the top of their lungs, I don't know how everybody else feels about certain things, because certain stuff, yes, I know, but certain things I do be like, oh, her dad should have been there for that one. Oh, he should have, you know what I'm saying? And people could be like, well, Mona, that's just the reality. He's not there. I know that's the reality. But the truth is that he should have been there for that. He should have been there for that. That was So if you looking at this video, your daughter was screaming her lungs out, and your tail should have been right there to tell her to, Daddy's here, to calm down. That's not, no. That was, I need to calm my nerves down. See, but I'm okay now. But Jeepers to the Creepers, I started thinking to myself, Symphony, no, it's bad enough that when she look at movies, she knows the verse. She says the verse right on point with the actual actor or whatever they're doing. That it amazed me, like, wow, she know it word for word. Like when they walked in, it was like she knew what they were gonna do. She looking at me like, if you got 2 seconds to get me out this room. Oh, really? She just started going, y'all. And I'm like, oh. You know, and I know they say you got strong mothers out here, and strong mothers can do it on their own. Yeah, we ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice. But, you know, certain things, I mean, it's the other parent needs to be there, too. I'm serious. They should have had it in court, split up, you know, doctor's appointments and stuff, you know. Make sure you show up, because daggone it, ain't nothing like your child crying. What's wrong, Tails? What's wrong, Slates? All right, we getting out. What's wrong? Here, let's get your chips. And then I got to monitor her to make sure that she doesn't have a fever from this little shot. But it only had like 1 dose in it, because, you know, the new shots, they put like 3 to 4 doses in 1 shot. So I'm like, I had to tell them, no, I'm not going with that. Let's try the one with just the 1 dose, and let's see how that goes. Because if she start breaking out in hives, or I don't care, even fevers, and I'm not doing that no more. We gonna have to find something else. And he knows that too. But he has a no. The thing about her pediatrician, he has a no vaccine policy. Bottom line, they could refuse to see you if you don't get a vaccination done. And y'all know, like a couple of weeks ago, Symphony was sick. Those shots can be too much sometimes. Can't, girls. Next time, I know what I need. I need to take me a relax pill before I walk up in there. I need my coffee. Well, I did have some coffee before I went up in there. Shoot. You need. They are, because, you know. And some doctors I see on YouTube, they do them very quick and very fast and doing all of this. He ain't doing none of that. Symphony was screaming. My baby was crying. She didn't know what to do. Say, but I knew my mom was there. We shoot my baby. See, I knew my mom was there, though. Did they say to give her Tylenol? No, they didn't, but I know you're supposed to give her Tylenol, or sometimes Motrin. I think it is Tylenol, after. But I'm gonna tell you something. I hope she don't have no fever, because I'm gonna really be pissed. Because he did say sometimes they can get a fever. I mean, who the heck wants to give their child something, and then a couple of seconds later or hours she got a fever? Those are the worst. And that's another thing too that her dad don't know. While you sitting there playing video games, your daughter is like 102, 104 fevers, throwing up, crying, sick, and all of that. The other parent needs to be there too. I don't care what y'all say. The other dad needs to, look, the dad needs to be there too. The mom needs to be there too. You sitting here doing some stupid stuff while your baby going through the motions. You need to know too. Start sending emails. Yeah, your daughter, what the, y'all, hold on. Stephanie, look at the ducks. Look at these girls. You see the duckies? You see the ducks? So where's my chips? Come on, let's go in here. Y'all, please excuse my nasty car. Yeah, but that stuff is that's not cool, man. And y'all know, being a newly mother, a full-time mom, my baby will be 3 in July. I'm still starting to get used to some things. But damn, ain't nothing like your baby screaming to the top of her lungs. You both come out like, you okay, Sylphie? I keep looking at her like, I hope you're not mad at me. But at this age, they forget things, I suppose. But no, her daddy should have been in for that. When she failed and hurt herself, her dad should have been in for that. When little cute things happen, or when the first steps, doing certain things, he should have been there to see that too. A lot of people, they don't want to say it. A lot of women don't want to say it because they toughen it up and put tough skin on and says, you know what, I'm good. He should have been there. He should have been there. He should have been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're not with the other person, as long as y'all know that this baby is important and that this child needs the support, just being there for your child. Not just for recitals and stuff, but when things like this happen, You should have been there. And I know a lot of women, they look at it like, you know what, Mona, I've been going through this for 13 years, 18 years. I got a best friend right now. Her son is graduating high school now. But you know how many times she had to be rushed? She had to go to the emergency room because he had asthma. And the whole time the father stayed in the city. And he likes, hey, he just starting to get involved. But it's certain things like that when I look back at even with my mother with dealing with 4 on her own, and my father was right up the street in D.C. So I know you didn't get her ears pierced. No, I didn't get her ears pierced. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't get Symphony's ears pierced. I know a lot of people was like, why don't you get her ears pierced? I didn't get her ears pierced because... Why didn't I get her ears pierced? I didn't get her ears pierced because my mom was like, you should wait. I was like in the 6th grade when I got my ears pierced. And then I ended up doing something to this ear, thinking I was supposed to push. I don't know. It's crazy. But I was in the 6th grade when I got my ears pierced. And Matt's mom doesn't have, when my ex-husband, his mom doesn't have her ears pierced. So it was like my mom didn't want it. My grandmother told me to wait. His mother didn't have her ears pierced. And I just said, I'll wait until later on when she turns like maybe 12 and I'll take her out for ice cream. Yep, I was 12 years old too. Yeah, my mother had 3 girls. And when we turned 12, each one of us, she took us out for ice cream and we got our ears pierced. I'll never forget when my sister Lisa came home and she had her ears pierced cheese. And I was like, I want mine pierced too. So, when I turned 12, I got my ears pierced. Where was it at? Someplace in the mall. But yeah, so Symphony doesn't have her ears pierced. And I'm going to be honest with you, the way this little rascal is, you can't pierce that baby ears right now. She be done snatched it out and pulled it and she not going for that. Isn't that right? Say no indeed. Not my ears pierced. Yeah, y'all. So other than that, I just feel like the both parents need to be there for stuff like that. A lot of women don't mention anything, or they be real. No, I mean, I do get these things, these times where things go wrong with Symphony, or even when things do happen and they're good. I sometimes say, her dad should have been there for that. But this one right here, I was all up in my mind. Her dad should have been there for this one right here. Gosh, like, it was one of those things, like, you know, as a parent, you're trying to just like, okay. All right, this is what we're going to do. And, you know, I'm looking at the doctors. I got my back turned, like, look, I need y'all to hurry this up. And the lady trying to hear, I'm like, are you done? Are you done? She's screaming. Like, I just want her to stop screaming. And I know the minute that they're done with giving her shot, she's back to normal. She's like, okay. You know, she's still kirking off. But I'm like, all done. Good job. She's like, good job. You know, and I'm just like, whew. But her dad could have been, he should have been there for that. He should have been there. So if you're in a relationship, or you're with someone, or even separate, not going through the court, but knowing that it's all about the child and supporting that child, whether they go to a doctor's appointment, whether they have a rehearsal, a play, or just seeing the baby, just supporting that baby. You know, one parent shouldn't take all of that on. And what I mean by that is especially when it comes to stuff like this, you know, because it's one of those things where, you know, he should have been there. He should have been there. I can't even explain it. And I know people say, well, Mona, he's not there. I know that, but he should have been. He should have been. You know? Not, oh, well, in order for him to come around, he got to do, no. Your daughter is getting a shot today. You want to be there? It's at this suite right here. You okay, Tails? Stop trying to scare Mommy. You're doing this on purpose. Yeah, but he should have been there. He should have been there. But she's fine. She's okay. She's okay. And she may, you know, we may go through the rest of our life where her dad is just not there. But there are certain times, girl, you can't make a person want to be a parent and say, right. And I'm not trying to make no one want to be a parent, but he should have been there. He should have been there. You can't. That's the reason why I'm not with him. That's the reason why she's not seeing her dad. But the whole thing I'm saying is that he should have been there. And now I understand single mothers and single fathers when the parent is not there. You know how you hear it like, well, you know what, girl, you got it. Nah, you should have freaking been there. And now I'm saying it from a situation where a lot of my girlfriends, their babies are getting up there. You see what I'm saying? I'm like one of the last of the Mohicans that have a child. But now I realize how important it is for that other person to be there for the support of the child. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the way I felt like you can't make nobody. You can't. You definitely cannot. You can't make nobody do anything. But that was a very important time. When she's getting those daggone shots, screaming at the top of her lungs, that's not one of those, well, you the mom, you deal with it. You had the baby, you deal with it. No, you should have been there. You should have been there. You should have been there to tell your child, it's okay, you know, daddy's here, or to try to make her mind go somewhere else other than the simple fact that she's getting this shot. Same thing for the moms, too. You should have been there when your child was crying and screaming out. You know, people come up with a lot of excuses, but that was just, I don't know. I guess that was my reality. And I had a reality before that, you know. But daggone it, I ain't like that scream. Some of those screams, I mean, come on, be honest as parents. Some screams, like I said, if the baby falls, okay, you know, come on, let mommy kiss your boo-boos. Or, you know, something laughing. Or even when she does little funny things, I'm like, her dad should have saw that right there. Because this is a product of me and you. This is not just me. You know what I'm saying? Although the court said that you have full legal custody. Okay, I understand that. But this right here, this little person came from me and her dad. So it's not like one person should just take on everything because the baby is with you. No, you know, you should be there just because it's your daughter, just because that's your daughter. That's your son. That's your child. You know, you can't, you're absolutely right. You can't make nobody do anything. And that's the reason why right now I'm divorced. And that's the reason why that her dad is not around, because he's not doing what he was supposed to do or want to do or want to be around his child. But you should have been there. You should have been there, you know? And a lot of people may disagree, but shoot, I'm starting to understand. I'm like thinking to myself, you know, you somebody looking on the outside, looking in, and you thinking, oh, she got this baby by herself, but had no idea what you went through. You know, my cousin told me her daughter had to get some fillings at a young age, and I can imagine, like, as a mom, you going through this and you're by your child's side and the dad's not there. Or a single father, you dealing with some of these things and the mom don't even care. The other parent should have been there. That's why you have two in this baby right here. You know what I mean? And even if you're not going to physically, if you're not going to be together, just be there for the child, because that other parent, not only, how can I say it in a way that's not going to sound like, at least you know, like, me and her, I've seen people that say, me and the father, we're not together, but he always there for his daughter. Or or him and the woman are not together, but she's always there for her son. Like, we have an agreement when it comes to this child. Because that right there, y'all, sometimes you need that other parent to just step in and intervene, or to come up with some type of whatever to get your child to calm down. And that's just my feeling on it, because it's my reality. Okay, look, let's go. Let's go. Can Symphony, you think we can walk in Pure One without you tearing things down? Do you promise? Yeah, I've been saying I need to get some stuff out of Pure One. But y'all, that's just it. But anyway, so everything went good. Those shots, did they give her a sorry? Yeah, I was still make a prank. Hey Kaylee, hey girl, I can't wait to see that baby boy. She got, let me see. Well, at least there will be her last until she's 4. That's the thing. Symphony got some catching up to do. That's so hard, Mona. Moms always bear the hard times. I'm trying to tell you, nobody talks about this stuff. Or they be like, girl, shut up and put your big girl drawers on. You know how many of us went through it? I'm like, yes, but it was hard. It was hard. So does that mean I get an extra stripe? But dad going and her daddy should have been there. He should have said, wait a minute. Let my daughter get some room to breathe. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day. I'm about to get back to trying to do some stuff. Because guess what, y'all? I ain't got no curfew no more. Because guess what? Mona can park her car and don't have to wait for parking. So we about to go get some things. I'm so proud of you, Symphys. Mama's so proud of her baby. Hold on, y'all. I'm so proud of my sweets. So I did pretty good. You gonna see your ABCs for the camera. So I got a shot of my leg, but you know what? My mom said, get on back. Anywho, y'all have a good day. I'm about to head up in Pure One real quick. Let Symphony see these daggone geese that's out here. But yeah, that's my take on it. Her dad should have been there for that one. Lord knows. I'm gonna get me some coffee. But he should have been there for that. He should have been there. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day.